You guys can see me as well? Can you guys see the camera?
Yes. Okay. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the Race Open House. Can you believe it's finally here?
Oh, man, here we are. Let's go.
Come on, Robert. You fired up and ready to go?
It's already packed in
I
here.
can't believe it happened so fast. I think yesterday we were just at PRI, and then boom, we're here.
It goes fast. We don't have an off season anymore, do we, man?
Oh, no. Nope.
No, I'll see.
Crazy.
So anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Again, we'll take some calls, but really, I don't know what calls would be about other than you just got to get here. And
Yeah,
have some
get
fun.
here.
So first 200 people in line at Race Open House, lottery ticket. Ready? You got, I
I
don't know how
bet
many
we got
people.
close to 100 in here already.
So, what else? I'm drawing a blank. First 200 gets a lottery ticket. Tires, American
Tires,
Racers,
yep.
KK 704s, and
Yep.
the Hoosier G60s. Buy 7, get 1 free.
Man, you're not gonna get another better deal than that.
There's specials all over everywhere. Everything is discounted.
Everything
it's
is
time to go
discounted.
racing. It's time to kick off race season. Lunch 11 to 1. Jordan Whitehead's got taco bar.
Taco bar. We're gonna have.
Nick, you got to stay out of it.
I will. I promise.
Okay.
And then we got Victory Vault on the service drive in the lunch area, selling all kinds of awesome merchandise. They got a lot of discount merchandise up there
I heard
too.
that
so
too. I heard Heartland Touring Modified shirts are $10.
$10. I'll tell you what. If I get an opportunity, I'm gonna go do a little shopping.
Yeah, gonna have to. So lots of exciting stuff there too. Let's go through. Nick, what's that silver truck that rolled in the door there last?
That thing's cool.
So ProCharger brought, with the weather, they're coming out of Kansas City. They were afraid to bring the Dark Horse and get it through the snow that they were going to have to come all the way
crazy. They
back.
should have drove that Mustang down.
Yeah.
there, but that's all right.
That's okay.
But they brought a 22 F-150 four-wheel drive with a P1X ProCharger on it. So
What's that?
it's
So I know what it is, but tell everybody what that really is.
So
they
we've been
understand.
doing a lot of like root style superchargers where the supercharger sits on top of the intake and it spins off the engine belt. These are a centrifugal type supercharger that mounts off the top of the accessory drive and is spun by the accessory. Kind of like almost looks like a turbo, but still driven by the crank. So really cool setup. Very efficient. The power delivery is, I would say, more like a turbo than a conventional root style supercharger. But this truck, he told me, made a little over 600 to the wheel on their base supercharger.
So that's probably got to be about a
750, 780, probably somewhere
in
there. Yeah.
Actually coming off the back of the crank.
Yep.
So
So,
then the next thing is that they put, what else do they do? Do they put an exhaust on it or whatever too?
it's just got a cat back exhaust, kind of like what we do with the Whipple trucks or the Roush
Okay.
trucks. So
come out and check that truck out. We got a lot of hot rods too. Bobby Stahl's got a couple ones sitting down the hall there.
Man, there's some mean looking stuff sitting down that hall. Let me tell you.
That Yanko Camaro looks pretty tough. I'd like to. He fired it up in here yesterday. But he's got mufflers on it. That's
yeah,
He
I
did.
called him. Yeah, he's got mufflers on that thing. But he fired it up. It sounds okay. He wanted to have a
Just
challenge.
okay. Yeah. I mean, it's like, how many cubic
I wouldn't
inches is it?
I think he said 565.
565 with a giant blower on the top of it. Yeah, that probably runs okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to. He wants to challenge it to the blue and yellow car over there to fire him up and see who's the loudest. We put those mufflers on. I know who's winning that contest.
Yeah.
Blue and yellow car's probably going to win.
Okay, so we got some. Of course, Nick, we got your hot rod sitting in here, and then we've got some junior dragsters in here too.
Quite a few, yeah.
And then Bobby brought what's that AMX
It's a Javelin, right?
Yep.
Javelin with a big old blower on it. And then what's the other Mustang down there in Manning's?
It's a 66 Mustang coupe with a big block Chevy and a lot of nitrous.
A lot of nitrous. Was he going to fire that up too?
I bet he would, yeah.
All right. Well, we have to see. I have a little fire up time in here. So
Yeah, we're going to start some hot rods here later on.
we had a little fun with the late model earlier last week. So that was fun. We'll have to do it again from that part. So anyway, get to Race Open House. It's going to be fun. Don't want to miss it. A lot of cool stuff happening. First 200 in line is going to get that lottery ticket, and I see more people walking in the door from that part. What other specials and stuff do we got going on, gentlemen?
We got all kinds of stuff. We've got parts up to 25 and 30% off. Tire specials, like we already talked about. And then just look around. We got all kinds of helmets in here and steering wheels and just everything. Everything you need to go race and get ready for the race season. We've got it here. It's on sale. Come check it out. A lot of these things are probably the best deal you're gonna get anywhere. So we've got plenty of inventory, and we're motivated to move it. So come check us out.
Okay, so now then, let's do a little quick flip. Gus is up top with another camera up top to show what's going on down on the showroom. We'll flip there for a minute. And so everything's kind of set up. We'll kind of kick back and forth here throughout the day. Not today, it's this hour that we're going to be on. Who knows? We're not going to be on very long. We have things to do and people to see here, right? So
Yeah.
Showroom's pretty busy already, so there's your setup and stuff. So Josh, flip it back, and we'll go talk about the other vendors we have here. Nick, we've got All-Star.
We have All-Star Performance out of Michigan. They're here. We sell a lot of their product. They have great products for about everything you need. Of course, we mentioned Pro Charger. They're here. We have Maxima Oil here. He's showing off some new product and has a display down there with some product that we're selling. We've got Racing Dirt and the Heartland Modified Tour. We have Salina Speedway. We got Jim over there selling lap sponsors for the Salt City 100. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
We got
Weir's.
We got Weir's Machine. They came down. He's got a lot of cool new products. You know, Weir's, they think of everything. So every little problem that somebody might have with their race car or set up on their race car, they think of it, and they build a billet product for it. So it's pretty neat. So
come check out that Maxima Oil. Right?
Yep, Maxima Oil. Victory Vault, like we spoke about. We got Tanner Mullins, brand new Mullins Gen 3 car out here on the service drive, and Blackout Motorsports is here with their IMCA car. They just built an IMCA car, and they've got it out here on display, as well as 81 Speedway and the 81 Speedway go-kart track. They're also out here meeting and greeting their racers and race fans. So we got a lot of stuff. It's jam-packed inside this room.
Nick, Matt's here, right?
Mid-America Dragway?
Mid-America Dragway.
That's guys that just go straight. They don't know
how to turn.
We don't discriminate.
Definitely appreciate Gary being here. So that was pretty cool. So they got their flyers set up with all the events they're talking about and a lot of cool things they got going on this year. So if you want to race at Mid-America Dragway, today's the day to talk to them and see what all is coming down the pipeline.
Yep. Okay, and then see, we've left off Dodge City. We talked about Dodge City.
We got Dodge City and with the United Rebel Sprints and the Rebel late model series. Got the Salt City schedule over there as well.
How about food? Got any food?
We got a lot of food. Looks like they're already setting
Jordan
it up
ready to get
out
after
here.
is what I'm getting ready to tell you.
So
yeah, it needs to get after it, get going for sure for that part. So, okay, so we hit everybody through here, that sort of thing. I think the other exciting thing is the tires. Buy 7, get 1 free. I forget how much off that is. That's 150 some bucks off, right?
Yeah.
So
$170 some off on the American Racers. So
yeah. Okay, so I guess it is a call-in show. We haven't even talked about that, right, Josh?
Yeah.
So each and every caller that calls in gets talk about anything. I really want to talk about Race Open House, but if you do got something ailing in your car, it's kind of crazy just how this show started out and what it's turned into, isn't it?
That is well, and then the other thing is you can have a list of 5 things you want to talk about on this show, and you
get one.
Might not get to any of them, and you'll be completely over in left field talking about something one way or the other. So definitely the call-ins make it interesting for sure. So, but 316-462-3673 is the number to jump on the air here with us and talk about anything ailing your car or the Race Open House. So when's the first 3J race?
What is it?
March 28th, 29th at Enid Speedway on Friday night and Longdale Speedway on Saturday. I think it's that way. I don't think it's the other way around.
And what are we running?
We're running a super late model, baby.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Guy.
So super excited about that, I'm sure.
We can't wait, but we're going to get out and do a little testing.
Yeah, we're going to do a little testing before that,
There's got to be some.
Yeah, we've talked to 81 Speedway, going testing there. We've talked to Salina Speedway. We've talked to Humboldt and, of course, Dodge City. Would love to go over and practice at Hutch, but we got a lot of work over there yet to do before we can probably practice there yet. Got with Murphy Tractor and Equipment. They're ready to bring equipment out probably the end of March. To get stuff started out there. We got a lot of stuff we're going to do over there too. So anyway, 316-462-3673. That's the number that comes in right to the front desk. If you got any questions or whatever, but Josh, what's the great price package for the callers, not the chat people, the callers?
The people that actually call in. So we're going to mail it out to you, but it's going to consist of the works, which is an oil change and tire rotation. We use Motorcraft oil and filter products here at Mel Hambelton Ford. While we're performing that, we're also going to complete a multi-point inspection on your vehicle, checking over the brakes, tires, steering, suspension, all the safety-related components on that vehicle, making sure that it's ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving. You'll also get yourself $10 to Mel's Diner, so you can get yourself something to eat and drink while you're here with us at the Big Corner. Complete nitrogen for your tires, so you get all the great benefits that nitrogen has to offer. And then a can of BG product, which is a can of MOA or motor oil additive for your engine oil, and then CF5 for your fuel system. Again, just getting that vehicle geared up and ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving.
All right, let's get the phones ringing. And I was going to flip back to the other camera. Looks like Gus got off the camera, so we'll see, get him back up live here. There he goes.
Josh, you're good at rattling off that. Do you rehearse that?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the showers.
Yeah. I figured, man.
In the shower, really?
No.
Okay.
The other thing we haven't talked about was all the Traxxas RC cars.
Oh, yeah. Well, let that out.
Yeah.
So
Now, here, we're going to cut in here just for a minute. A couple guys were commenting, wanting to know what the Traxxas discount is. We can't advertise a discount on Traxxas, so that's why there wasn't put out there. So you need to get to the store to find out what the Traxxas discount is. But there is.
Well, some of it's really good.
yeah, some of it's a lot more than you would ever think could happen. That's what I'd say.
Yeah. So can have some. You'll be able to get some fun for cheap today.
For sure.
So
Okay, so what else have we left off? What have we left out? And then Craig's trying to be funny over there. We'll fix him right on up. won't we?
yeah.
Funny there, Craig. We're
Yeah.
calling Craig out.
Lucky we have Craig, because he's kind of like the entertainment most days.
Call it the entertainment.
He's got them one-liners.
You cure that by putting him on the show is how you cure that. So
Yeah, how many people want to do that, Josh, and how many get on the show with us?
Well, yeah,
They weak out pretty quick,
Say
don't
they're
they?
going to do it, and then
Then it never happens, right?
never show up. So how about you? Have you raced yet? Has this red car been down the track yet?
No, we went to the dyno 2 Mondays ago and put it on the dyno and did real well. And then we were hoping that was one of those days. It was like 70 degrees out. It was like, oh, we're gonna go test this weekend, and then it was negative 22 and icy. So,
But it's got all new power plant in it.
yep.
What do you got
Power
in there?
turbo.
Can you tell us what's in it?
It's just a little motor. It's 326 cubic inch with a 98 113 turbo on it. So
What do you call it?
a 98 millimeter,
What-
98
So
113.
probably don't understand what that is. What's that mean?
It's a huge turbo.
Right.
So that millimeter is the
It's the
diameter.
diameter of the wheel. So it's 98 at the input, 113 on the center. So it's
So the displacement of the turbocharger is about
bigger
the
than
same
the
as the
engine.
displacement of the
yeah.
engine.
that turbo will make 2,500 wheel on a appropriate combo.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't squawk at a small cubic inch motor, man. I mean, when I was racing the circle track, I mean, most success I had was with a small cubic inch deal. So it just seems to to run better, and don't have to babysit it as much. And
Well, with the type of racing that I do, it eliminates torque. So torque becomes a problem on a small tire to manage to go
Yep.
down. So if we make a bunch of horsepower and little torque, the cars goes a little bit faster for us. So, and the parts are easier on the parts, and like I said, cost is there, and we just run
Yep.
it to 10,000 RPM and lots of boost. And
10,000, huh?
10,000.
You gonna fire that up on the show today?
Damn.
Can yeah.
To have a little, about every 30 minutes, fire something up, maybe.
we keep everybody excited on
Okay.
their toes.
Get excited on your toes. Okay, so I got a gentleman here wanting a pearl white Ford Explorer RC car.
Don't have Traxxas doesn't have an Explorer. I wish they did. We've got Broncos, we've got Mustangs, we got Raptors, but they do not make an Explorer.
I wonder if you could buy I bet there's a body kit out there for them. They sell so many accessories and
possible,
parts for
yeah.
these
Somebody
things,
probably
man.
in the
It's-
aftermarket makes one.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's absolutely crazy. All the different upgrades and parts and accessories that
Yep.
they have
Wheels
for
and
'em, for
tires
sure. Yep.
We got even Hoosier dirt tires for the modifieds. So
We got a comment here that says Josh is the best.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
It
he's
wasn't
got-
me. I didn't
He-
taste
he's-
it.
That must be Josh on there doing it. isn't it? What that is. From that
Josh has got a fan.
There we go. Perfect.
Not a fan. Just one,
Just one,
maybe
one.
two. Yeah. So
That's something that, we're talking about turbos and how it's definitely more and more prevalent. But like years ago, the manufacturers, like from a stock factory equation, it was always turbos, right? Like
Yeah.
turbos
Mhm.
were superchargers were the
Yep.
big thing, and they've kind of went away from that with the EcoBoost engines, and I mean pretty much every manufacturer at this point I think puts turbos on there.
the turbo technology is so crazy. I mean, even just a few years ago on I've been running the small cubic inch stuff for quite a while, and you would have never, ever made a turbo that large spool with that small of a motor. So just in the wheel designs, the exhaust back pressure housings, they'll calculate back pressure off the cubic inch of the motor versus CFM, and that will allow that big wheel to spin. just the technology is crazy. What it's came so far.
Yeah, I go back in the 80s when we were pumping up the horsepower. We thought we were pretty tough, and that's nothing today.
Yeah.
We got 4-stroke putting out
yeah.
more than that with our V8s we're doing back in the 80s. That's what's crazy. And then just the technology of the parts, how much better they are and what they can do. But again, there's always failures no matter what you do with that stuff. But it is amazing how much faster we can go.
What really surprises me is, like you said, is just the durability of the parts. But like these factory engines, like you take a 5-liter Mustang or something like that, and the amount of horsepower that they'll take before you find the next weakest link is.
Well, we found that out, but
crazy.
I still think on that Mustang R is that 20. What was that 21?
22.
The 22 we built up, and we broke that piston ring on that deal. I think if that would have been right from the factory, I think that was wrong from the factory.
Yeah,
I think that motor would still been living.
Yeah, I think the ring gap might have been just a little off on that one. Within OE specs, but probably not what the others obviously were. And too much pressure on the ring land. It snapped it. But I'm still. I mean, we definitely exceeded what the average person was going to try to do to that car for sure.
So, do you think things will roll back around and superchargers will become the big thing?
I mean, it kind of,
you know what I'm saying?
It kind of has been. So, like, especially in like drag racing, superchargers are being more and more prevalent because they are easier to power manage and easier to tune. The supercharger is going to make X amount of boost at X amount of RPM, and that's that. The turbo can fluctuate, with wheel speed, with air density, DA, everything's going to change. It's going to try to make more power.
So you think there's more science and turbocharger?
It takes a lot. I'd hate to say a better tuner, but definitely somebody that's more on top of their game to keep the turbo as efficient as what some of these superchargers can do. So it definitely goes by application. And like we're seeing with these supercharged F-150s and Mustangs and stuff, especially from a factory standpoint, they're definitely being a lot more popular and user-friendly.
Okay, guys, how long are we going to have to stay on today here? I'm kind of wondering if we've talked about everything. We got everything going. I think we've missed anything. A lot of people registering at the doors. That's good.
Yep.
And then lottery tickets, I'm thinking, are probably about gone. But we'll see here.
If they're not, they're probably pretty close.
It's a cold day. You ain't got nothing else better to do than be inside looking at race car parts and race cars.
There's a lot of people in here already. So
I think you need to run through who all's here one more time.
I think we should too. So
hit the specials again, all stuff too.
Yep. So
let her rip.
Tater chip. Oh man. Just had so much going on the last few days getting ready for this that your brain's kind of mush at this point.
Okay,
I feel like
first start off tires again. Buy 7, get 6.
Buy 7, get 1 free. So 8 tires for the price of 7 on the Hoosier IMCA G60s and the American Racer KK 704s only. We've got specials on everything else up to 25 or 30% off, depending on what brand it is. We have Pro Charger here. We have Dodger City Raceway Park here. We have Maxima Oil here. We have Weir's Machine. They're here. All Star Performance is here. Blackout Motorsports is here. Mullins Chassis and Victory Vault. They're set up on the service drive where everybody will go and eat lunch. We have Salina Speedway, Heartland Modified Tour, and Racing Dirt. We've got Jim Petty over there selling lap sponsors for the Salt City 100. Let's see, what did I leave out? We got Mid America Dragway over there.
Got Big Corner Creative.
Big Corner Creative.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Big Corner Creative. Salina Speedway, see that?
Salina Speedway.
Dodge City, USRS.
Dodge City, yep. URSS Sprint Series and the Rebel 8 Model Series.
What else? Okay, so.
And a taco bar.
And a taco bar.
Yep.
Are you going to get in that taco bar?
Maybe later. I had a slice of breakfast pizza, so I'm not really thinking about food right now.
Well, I am. I'm always thinking.
You're always thinking about food.
Something to eat or drink here, you know what I'm saying?
So
okay,
it's too early for a cocktail.
Yeah, I'm working.
You got to sell some shit, and then
if I was somewhere else, not working or whatever, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Okay. Fair enough,
Josh.
Fair enough.
So he agrees.
Fair enough.
He agrees too. So, anyway, it looks like the chat line's finished up, gentlemen. I think we need to go meet some people, greet some people. Everybody, you need to get out here. You need to come see what's happening out here at Race Open House. The specials are only good for today. Today only. Get those 7 tires and get the 8th one free. Specials all galore. Come meet your favorite tracks, talk to them. I know a lot of them got some different series you're going to run with them. Make sure you got your schedules, rules, all that good stuff out there too. And don't miss out on all these discounts because they're not good on Monday.
That's right.
Just
Come
today
get it.
and today only. And everyone, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks everybody that's coming to Race Open House. And keep this date on your calendar. But for next year, move it forward a week. We're going to move this show forward 1 week so we can get some other vendors here instead of having
It'll
to
be 1
compete.
week later.
Yeah.
So it'll be next weekend, next year.
Just a lot of the vendors we want to get here down in Volusia and different places like that too from that part. Daniel Jackson, explain the difference between race cars you were talking about. Not sure which ones he wants to talk about, but
We got all kinds of race cars here. We got drag race cars. We got dirt race cars. We got dirt racing go-karts, drag racing mini karts. We got all kinds of stuff.
Got all kinds of race cars to look at. And we're going to start some of them up. So get out here and check it out.
Yeah, get out here and
yeah,
check it
you
out.
come out and check it out and don't miss out. Get one of these Kings fired up and ready to go and run and everything else too. So Race Open House till 4 o'clock, lunch at 11. I'm sure the 200 lottery tickets are already gone. I see parts rolling out the door already.
See a radiator walking out the door.
Yeah.
Or I've seen some bags. I've already seen a few tires. So let's go.
Everybody come join us. We'll be here till 4. And don't miss out on the specials, all the fun. Oh, the other, we've got all the drawings. You got to get ready for the drawing to come in the door because Lisa's got a slew of stuff over. We're going to give away some slicks. We're going to give away some dirt tires, lots of fuel stuff. You don't want to miss out on getting that stuff either, too.
Oh, hey, and my buddy Gene Jones is watching. Yes, Troy from Maxima is here, Gene. How are you doing, buddy? Good to hear from you.
And type of group. So I guess, Daniel, the best we can tell you there, Daniel, we got dirt cars and we got drag cars. How about that? And you got the junior dragsters out here, too, from several different racers out here also. So everybody get out here to the big corner, 119th and West Kellogg. Enjoy the fun we got out here today. Don't want to miss out on anything whatsoever. And if you get here by now, you're probably out on the lottery tickets, but there's still a lot of drawings and stuff still coming up you want to get registered for.
Yep.
Everybody, have a great weekend. But first of all, get out here and have some fun. Let's kick off races because guess what? Daytona 500 is tomorrow.
All your friends are here. Come on.
Let's go. Everybody, talk to you soon.